The Steelers beat the Browns to improve to 10-3 on the season, and Steelers are one of the top teams in the AFC. If you look at the conference, the Bills lost to the Rams. Now they're 10-3, the same as the Steelers and the Chiefs. They beat the Chargers. They just got by, last minute. And they just got by against the Raiders as well. So the Chiefs are not as dominant as they were in the past. And the Steelers are right there with those teams. And if you look at the Steelers, they're getting healthy, getting players back at the right time. Alex Highsmith came back. You've seen his production in the game against the Browns. Corey Trice activated back off of IR, so that is depth in the secondary. And the Steelers also shown that they can win games in various ways. If you look at the teams, I just mentioned that the Chiefs and the Bills, you say, hey, you got Mahomes and Josh Allen. So, hey, you may have to put up some points against those two guys to beat them. And, hey, man, the Steelers did that when they faced Joe Burrow, putting up over 40 points, and a lot of yards in that type of game. So if you want to score points, the Steelers can do that. You have the Philadelphia Eagles, coming up next week. I know they're not in the AFC, but they're on the schedule, and they're next on the schedule, on Sunday. And Philly likes to run the ball. You got Saquon Barkley and things. They have a wide receiver core and a quarterback as well, but Saquon Barkley is the bulk of the offense, So, hey, if you want to do that as well, the Steelers can do that as well. Win a tight game just by running the ball in defense. Steelers won games like that as well. So, any way you want to play, the Steelers can play, and they prove that they can win in many different ways, man. And that there, man, makes them a scary and dangerous team, man, moving forward, and the Steelers have a tall task coming up. Tall task coming up when you have 3 tough games in 10 games. 3 tough games in 10 days. And it starts with the Eagles. You have the Eagles coming up on Sunday, man, and that's going to be a task. It's not AFC play, but the Eagles are one of the top teams in the NFL. So you're going to see how you stack up with the competition. And we've seen how the Steelers are doing this, like I said, this year. They're showing you they can hang and do whatever, in a team want to do. And in this game with Philadelphia Eagles, you're going to have Saquon Barkley, man. Like I said, bulk of the offense, run the ball, man. And he's a different animal than Derrick Henry. The Steelers, kind of have Derrick Henry's number. He hasn't really hurt the Steelers yet as of so far, but Saquon Barkley's a different animal, man. So it's going to start up front with Cam Hayward, Benton, and the guys, man, to set them trenches, and get that push, push their offensive line back, clog up them holes, man, and make it hard for Saquon Barkley to get those yards. And we all know that's going to be a tall task because Saquon Barkley's the guy. They also have, 2 good wide receivers in Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, and a quarterback in Jalen Hurts that can get it to him, so you can't just be focusing on Saquon Barkley because they go in the air and do some things. They don't pass a lot, but they do enough with the explosive plays, and they use their tight end Dallas Goedert and things like that to make those plays if you want to key in on Saquon Barkley. So this game, you might have to slug it out. It may be a Warren Harris combination, on the running and the defense playing tight. And the Steelers are built to win that game as well. It may be the same when you face Baltimore, the game right after that. You got Philly on Sunday, and then Saturday you have the Ravens rematch against the Ravens. I know they're going to be, looking forward to playing the Steelers again. It was a tight game, as it always is when you play a division play. Baltimore Ravens, the Steelers, always down to the wire, field goal game and things like that. So, in this game, this may be one of those slug it out games as well, like it was, the first time you played them and you got out of there with the win. But Lamar Jackson may have other plans, and they may try to, throw it up. put some points up and make this a shootout and things like that, because Lamar Jackson's been having a good year, and he may want to continue that through the air and not on the ground. You know, hey, we didn't score enough points last time, and that's probably why we lost. We had to, you know, depend on a 2-point try to tie and things. Maybe if we would score more, you know. So let's go to Zay Flowers and the guys a little bit earlier in the game. And the Steelers are equipped for that as well. And then you know, the game against the Chiefs, you know, everybody's circling that as a Christmas game. Mahomes and Kelsey come to town, and Russell Wilson may have to go shot for shot with Pat Mahomes, and he already showed that he's capable of doing that when he faced Joe Burrow, putting up over 40 points on the Bengals. And Russell Wilson has a head-to-head victory on Pat Mahomes. He went in there Arrowhead last year, you know, in the weather, and he beat Mahomes head up. So he has that under his belt as well, you know. So if you want to play the shootout game, put the points up, try to get it to Kelsey and Hopkins and those guys, hey, man, you know, the Steelers, you know, and Russell Wilson can do that. He has his own arsenal of guys, you know, that he can go downfield with. Well, George Pickens is the threat. You know, he's the deep ball threat, but Mike Williams came in his absence and made some plays. You see Scotty Miller make a play and things, and Pat Freiermuth across the middle and things like that. So if you want to go and try to put some points up, man, the Steelers can do that as well. So they're right there with the top teams in the AFC and the top teams in the NFL. Like I said, putting the Eagles in the mix because they are on the schedule, and the Steelers will have to face them coming up this Sunday. So the Steelers, man, the offense is clicking. Russell Wilson, man, rejuvenated the offense, you know, and things, and that defense, man, is playing. You know, Cam Hayward, man, he's having a year this year, you know. And you seen guys, Peyton Wilson, you know, some of the young guys, Benton, making plays and things like that. Deshaun Elliott, man, what a great offseason pickup that was. Dante Jackson trade that paid off for the Steelers, man. He's having a good year, man. So the Steelers are ready to make a postseason run, man. And teams better watch out. You know, the Steelers, like I said, can win in many different ways. Guys are coming back off the injury, key guys, you know, and guys are step up, like I said, when other guys are out, like they did when George Pickens couldn't go against the Browns. And Mike Tomlin is coaching. He's doing his thing. And Arthur Smith is calling some good games, man. And it looks like it's one of those years for the Steelers, man. And you just got to watch out. And we have to watch how it unfolds starting Sunday with the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bells to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.